Welcome to the Ohio Huntsman Podcast. We're super excited for this week's show because we've got our first guest interview. On today's show, we interview Keith McNutt from the Champaign County Whitetails Unlimited. We asked Keith to come on the show and talk about their youth pheasant hunt. It's a free event that they hold every year, and so instead of our normal intro updates from the field, we're going to jump right into that interview. So here we go. All right, so we've got Keith on the line here today. Keith, we saw a post on Facebook about your youth pheasant hunt, and we wanted to get you on the show to talk a little bit about it. But before we get into that, we were kind of hoping you could give us a little bit of background about yourself, how you got into hunting, and that sort of thing for the listeners.
Okay. Yeah, well, my name's Keith McNutt. Live here in West Liberty, Ohio. I'm 47 years old. I did some figuring today. I've been hunting now for 38 years. Got started with my dad, like most everybody, coon hunting.
Okay.
Started coon hunting at 9 years old, and it's turned into the obsession I still have today.
That's cool. So you're born and raised in Ohio, or?
Yep, born and raised here in West Liberty.
Okay.
Went to school here in West Liberty. I did branch out for a few years. I moved to Colorado in 1991 and chased the dream of being a big game guide. I went to Victor, Montana in 1991 and went to a guide and packing school to learn how to pack horses and do the wilderness guiding deal. It was kind of a dream of mine all through high school, looking through all the Outdoor Life magazines and whatnot, seeing all the pictures of elk and, the cowboys packing the horses up in the mountains. And so I got to experience that for several years in Colorado and New Mexico. I did that until 2005. That was the last year I did any guiding out west.
Okay. Wow, that's a cool experience.
Yeah, was some of the best memories of my life for sure.
Yeah, I bet.
Hunting.
That's cool.
Just been something that's been part of my life forever. Like I said, started out with the coon hunting, and that turned me into a love for hounds and hunting dogs, and currently today raise beagles. I raise and train AKC registered gun dog beagles, and still enjoy that to this day.
That's cool. So today, are you primarily hunting whitetail, or you still go out west every year, or?
No, just the whitetails. No, I haven't been out west in like I said, 2005 was the last year I was out there. I'm addicted to whitetail bow hunter.
Okay.
There's a lot of, but it's definitely everything revolves around it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
My wife will attest to that.
I hear ya. All right. Well, that's great. So then, Whitetails Unlimited, right? This event is a Champaign County Whitetails Unlimited event. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes, we are a chapter of Whitetails Unlimited here in Champaign County. No, Whitetails Unlimited is a nationwide organization based out of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. They started in 1982, so they've been around for several years. Very similar. A lot of people are familiar with, Pheasants Forever, Ducks Unlimited. Same principles. There's, advantages to Whitetails Unlimited, just because I believe almost everybody in the country hunts whitetail deer. Not everybody bird hunts. So,
Right.
it's a really good organization. And one of the things that turned me on to it when we started the Champaign County chapter is 50% of the net proceeds that we raise comes right back here to the county for us to use as we choose in the county. So
Oh, wow.
that's a big positive. Like with DU, everything goes to headquarters. So, the chapters that are actually out doing the grunt work and raising the money, really
Sure.
don't see, benefits from it. Yes.
Do most counties have their own chapter, or is it still pretty new to the area? Like for Whitetails Unlimited, like if you live in.
There are several chapters here local. I know Logan County, just north of us, has one. Shelby County, just to the west of us, has one. Greene County, I believe, has one. So there are quite a few right here close. But and that's the thing. I encourage anybody that has any interest in starting a chapter to get a hold of me or go to the Whitetails Unlimited website and look for information on how to start a chapter in their area. It's a really, really good organization for sure.
Okay. And is that the best?
WhitetailsUnlimited.com, or what's the?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
And is that also the best way for the website for people to find if there's already a chapter in their county, or?
Yes. Yep. You can go to whitetailsunlimited.com, and it'll on the side there's bars where you can look for chapters and events in your area. Just click on that, and it'll give you locations and field director name. Brandon Showen is our field director. He's based out. He's got the whole Southwest, pretty much the southern half of Ohio is his area. But like I said, I'd be more than happy to get you in touch, or anybody in touch with him, and he could sure help you out.
Okay. What's the best way for people to get in touch with you? Just look you up on Facebook, or?
Yeah, they look me up on Facebook, either just Keith McNutt or the Champaign County Whitetails Unlimited page.
Right.
Anything related to, if they're curious about Whitetails Unlimited, if they want to reach out on the Champaign County Whitetails Unlimited page, that'd be a good way to do it.
Sure. Okay. I think then that leads us into the event itself. So from what we saw online, it's a youth pheasant hunt, right?
Correct. And when it started out, our first one there was at the time in 2007. There was a Pheasants Forever chapter here in Champaign County, and they actually started this event, and we went in together with them our first year in 2007, but the Pheasants Forever chapter disbanded and kind of faded out, and we just kept it going. And it's excuse me, it's our favorite event of the year. We average about 50 kids each year. We have volunteers locally, guys with bird dogs, mainly pointers. They volunteer their time, bring their dogs. The kids have the opportunity. They're taken out on, guided with the handlers and the dogs. Have the opportunity to shoot 2 live rooster pheasants in the field. And then we also have a trap machine with clay birds. Kids are welcome to shoot all the clay birds they want. We also have a 3D, not an actual range, a walkthrough range, but a stationary 3D range with Matthews bows that kids are able to shoot. And then we pay for all the food, drinks. It's all 100% free to any kids 17 and under.
That's awesome. I honestly don't know of any other events that are like that much provided for free for the youth. There's a lot of youth shoots and things like that, but this, you guys kind of really go all out with this, it seems like.
Yeah, and like I said, we are super proud of, this event. It's held right here locally and just outside of West Liberty. The Fairchild family, has some ground that, is set aside for a pheasant hunting preserve. One of the committee members on our committees, Darren Fairchild, it's his family's farm, and his dad, Dave, and we have kind of turned the event over as a memorial to him. He passed away here a few years ago, and he was very influential in the community with hunting. He's an old coon hunter, just an, when you look up outdoorsman on the dictionary, you see Dave Fairchild's name. And,
Sure.
He was just one of them guys. He loved seeing the kids out hunting. So, we kind of, once Dave passed, we changed it from just the Champaign County Whitetails Unlimited youth hunt and did it in memorial of Dave. So, it's a good deal. We're very adamant, with the way we came up. We grew up hunting, and, it's kind of one of those deals nowadays where kids are, way involved in electronics and inside, and we feel it's a way to keep youth involved in hunting and introduce it to those who, don't have a different upbringing that, maybe not have the opportunity to do so.
Sure. So if people want to participate, you don't need to be a member of Whitetails Unlimited, do you?
No, you do not. No, you do not. No, like I said, it's open and free to any youth 17 and under. Just a couple of requirements we do have for the hunt is that the kids are accompanied by an adult, and that they do have a current hunting license or an apprentice hunting license. That's strictly for safety and liability issues.
Sure.
We kind of, we don't want to discourage anybody from coming, but, we kind of want to be sure that the kids are somewhat familiar and, have the ability to handle a gun safely, that type of thing. So those are really the only requirements we have is those two. They do not actually have to be a Whitetails Unlimited member, no.
Okay. That sort of leads me into a follow-up question then. How, on the safety side, how much property are we talking about? Or I guess to ask it a different way, like how do you break it up? I know you said you have a kid with a youth with a dog and a handler. Are they sort of going out in stages? Is everybody going a different direction? How is that handled?
Yeah, the property that the preserve is on is approximately 75 acres. We break it down into 4 separate areas, and there'll be 2 kids per area go out at one time with the dog and the handler. So it's very controlled. The kids at the time that they're signing up will be designated an area that they will hunt. Then we have committee members that transport the kids from the sign up area back to the hunting areas. And then once their hunt is complete, then they'll be brought back up. So yeah, it's very controlled. The kids are, supervised at all times. So it can get pretty hectic, but we handle it pretty good and keep it controlled pretty well. So,
Good.
and the kids that are waiting to go out in the field for the hunt, that's the time when they'll shoot clays or shoot the 3D range. We try to have little activities to keep them occupied while they're waiting to go out into the field.
And do you guys provide all the weapons, ammunition, or are people to bring that on their own?
No, that is one of the other requirements I did forget to mention. They are required to have their own gun and shells. We do provide extra shells for the clay range, so they can shoot, all they want at the trap machine without using up all the shells that they brought to hunt with. But they do need their own gun and ammunition, yes.
But you did also say that you do provide Matthews bows for the 3D range and that kind of stuff. You have those
yes,
there?
we have the Matthews Genesis bows. So any kid from 2 years old, old adult can use those bows, yes. And then, like I said, we provide all the food. My mom and dad come and do the cooking. We have hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, pop, water, whatever the kids need. And then also we have a station to help the kids learn how to dress the birds. It's not a bird cleaning service. It's the idea is to teach the kids how to dress the bird, and then they're able to take the birds home where they can cook them up as they wish and get a taste of what a good pheasant tastes like.
All right. So with that bird cleaning station or lesson, so to speak, is that you walk it through step by step with them on their own bird, or is it more just like a demonstration where a bunch of the kids watch one person do a bird?
No, they'll walk them through their own birds. So once they come back up from their turn in the field, they will be walked through cleaning their own birds, yes.
Well, I've been talking Keith's ear off. Jeff, do you have any questions for Keith?
The main question I had is how do kids sign up if they want to participate?
The best way is to go to our Champaign County Whitetails Unlimited Facebook page. All the contact information is on that page, and feel free to instant message us on there or give us a call. My number and my co-chairman Scott Workman, his phone number is also on the page, and they can call us with any questions, or like I said, instant message us, and we'll sure get back with them.
All right, sounds great.
One other question I had, Keith, with, you said you have about 50 kids come out every year. Is that sort of the same group of kids that come through, or are you always getting new faces in there, or what do you see there?
Well, we see a lot of the ones come back until they reach the age when they're not able to.
Sure.
It's kind of neat to see the kids come out, from 9, 10 years old, kind of their first year hunting, and the last year that they come out, you see the growth and the maturity in them, and a lot of missed birds in them first couple of years, and then the last couple of years, they're pretty much guaranteed that they're going to come out with 2 birds. So it's really nice. Like I said, we do have a lot of returns, but each year we do have some new ones, and that's the idea. That's what we're shooting for, is to have new faces and get some more kids hooked on hunting.
Sure. That's great. Well, Jake, Jeff, do either of you guys have anything else you want to ask Keith before we let him go?
Last thing I had was just to get on the air the exact dates of the hunt.
Okay. Yep. The hunt is October 13th. That's Saturday. Sign up starts at 9 a.m. And again, all the address and information is on the Champaign County Whitetails Unlimited Facebook page. And any questions, they can sure get a hold of us, and we'll try our best to get them answered.
All right. And is there a cutoff for registration, or if someone wants to come out on the 13th and just, the schedule opens up or whatever, can they come that day and sign up on site, or does it have to be done ahead of time?
No, it can be done that day. The majority of it is done that day. We try, hopefully have everybody, I know, it's the time of year where a lot of high school sports going on. It is hunting season. So, we really like to have, if they're going to attend, to try and be there by 11 a.m. That way we're sure to get everybody through and everybody has, equal quality time. So not a cutoff per se, but we encourage to try and be there at 9 o'clock.
All right. Keith, anything else that we didn't cover that you want to add before we end the call?
Well, there's a couple things. Just a little bit about our chapter and some of the other things that we have been involved in.
Yeah, that would be great.
Our 11th year. That's something that we're very proud of. We've seen a lot of different conservation groups come and go and haven't lasted as long as we have, and we're very proud of that. And we're very proud of our community that supports us. Our annual banquet every year is the last Saturday of February. It's held at the Champaign County Fairgrounds in Urbana, Ohio, and that is where we're able to raise the funds to do this event and many others. So, the support that we get from the community is, very appreciated, and I can't, thank the community enough, that continue to support us and help us raise money so we can put on events like this. It's very appreciated. So I'd like to add that if I could, please.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good note. I guess I'll follow that up with, anybody listening. If you have a Whitetails Unlimited chapter in your area, support your Whitetails Unlimited chapter. Sounds like they're doing good things for youth hunting, which is important to keep the hunter numbers up. So
absolutely. Another event that we have coming up, it's not a public event, but something we're pretty proud of. We've coordinated with, there's an outfit out of North Carolina that's called Hands of a Sportsman, that is a veteran-based organization that helps disabled veterans go on hunting trips. We have a local deer farm here just east of West Liberty called X Factor Whitetails. We've teamed up with them and Hands of a Sportsman, and we're doing a veteran hunt on October 1st. We found a disabled veteran local from Logan County here just north of us, and we're paying for his hunt at X Factor Whitetails and supplying the gun that he'll be using on the hunt and having a little cookout dinner type of evening the night before the hunt. So that's something else that we're really proud of, and anything veteran related, that type of situation, we try to get involved with. So I'm hoping that turns out to be something that will continue and make it an annual thing also. So
Absolutely.
yeah, we're really proud of that. We found a local veteran that was in Iraqi freedom. He's suffered from PTSD from RPG and grenade explosion in a Humvee, and he's very active in the local American Legion. He's the commander of the Logan County American Legion, and he's just not able to do the things that he was able to prior to. So we coordinated with X Factor and Hands of the Sportsman, and we're going to provide him a hunt there at X Factor. So that's something we're looking forward to for sure.
All right. Keith, again, I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Sure, you bet. I appreciate the opportunity. Like I said,
All right.
I encourage anybody to support chapters if they've got chapters, or look into ways that they could, if anybody's interested in starting their own chapter in their area.
Okay, great. Well, good luck this season, and it was good talking to you.
I appreciate it very much. And there you have it. I want to give a huge thank you to Keith for coming on the show today. As he mentioned, the best way to get in touch with him is through the Champaign County Whitetails Unlimited Facebook page. Participate in their pheasant hunt if you've got a youth that might be interested. And as always, subscribe to the show to help get the word out. Follow us on Facebook at Ohio Huntsman and Instagram at Ohio Huntsman Podcast. Thanks for listening.